Ford has created a mobility studio to bring experts and innovators together to tackle issues surrounding an electric vehicle future. That's our Techstination. Joining us is Roshni Shokar, who heads startup and entrepreneur engagement at Ford's Michigan Central. Hi, Roshni.
Hi there.
Well, give us the overview of what this announcement is all about.
Yeah, absolutely. So Ford and Michigan Central have partnered with a company called Newlab, an innovation company from New York, and we are announcing 5 companies that are participating in our inaugural cohort of our mobility studio that we have launched together. So this is a program focused on supporting the advancement of new technologies, collaborations, and business models to drive cleaner transportation in the future.
Well, tell us more about the types of challenges that these 5 startups are trying to tackle here. You can name them if you wish.
Sure. So this mobility studio has taken a focus on EV charging and how we can help fleets convert to electric vehicles. So the companies that are a part of this cohort are Autofleet, EV Passport, Fermata, Rhombus Energy, and Spark Charge.
And the testing will be done really all over the country. What's the plan?
Yeah, so the testing will be done all over the country. A few of them will be tested right in our backyard at Michigan Central or in the Detroit area. And then a few of the others are going to be tested in other places around the country.
And I guess fleet owners, and that's part of what you're focusing on, will be playing a big part in the transition to EVs. We saw the announcement this week, for instance, about Hertz buying 100,000 vehicles. That's a pretty big shift.
Yeah, it's a huge shift. And I mean, I think fleets converting to EVs is really how we're going to get to scale. That's how we're going to start to see a larger quantity of vehicles moving from gas powered to EVs.
Tell me more about how this whole effort in this collaboration came together to do this, because I mean, Ford obviously has been doing a lot of work on its own and focusing on different areas when it comes to EVs as well.
Yeah, so this really came together through Michigan Central, which is the innovation district that Ford is building in Detroit. And so the goal of Michigan Central is to create partnerships like this, to pull together startups, innovators, corporations, et cetera, to work together and innovate on some of these, macro challenges that cannot be solved by one company alone. So this mobility studio is our first foray into those types of collaborations. And so we, worked internally with Ford to find which teams were interested in participating. And we found that the EV charging space was a big one where collaboration with, other types of companies and startups would be helpful.
So you're going to have 5 startups involved with this initially, and there'll be more added each year, or how is this going to take shape?
Yes, there'll be more added each year, and there'll be new challenges that we tackle each year. So the first year of this studio, we decided that EV charging was going to be a big focus area. And then in future years, we may decide to focus on other challenges in the mobility industry where we want to see collaboration with startups and other companies to find solutions.
Any thoughts about the balancing act needed to be able to supply enough electricity and clean energy, hopefully, as the shift to EVs moves forward? There are a lot of people out there saying, "Oh, the grids aren't ready for this."
I think it'll be a learning curve for all of us, but I think a few of the technologies that we're working with are focused on that area. So we're excited to see the results of these pilots and see how they can help that shift.
Interesting. And those are issues, obviously, that go way beyond just Ford. It's global.
Yeah, right, exactly.
So for more information about what Mobility Studio is doing, is there a place people can go to?
Yes, there is the Newlab website has more information. It's newlab.com/studios/mobility studio. Or they could also contact the team at mobility@newlab.com. That's the email address.
Well, it'll be exciting to follow how this develops and what comes out of it. Roshni Shokar, thank you so much for taking the time with us.
Thank you.
Now this. It takes a lot of listening to build a better radio, and that's just what the folks at C. Crane have done. Bob Crane and his crew, nestled among the rivers and tallest trees in the world in Fortuna, California, have made a habit of listening to their customers. And that's just what they've done in building the CC Skywave SSB, the Swiss Army knife of portable radios. For everyday listening to AM or FM in the yard or patio or on the nightstand, without having to drain a mobile phone battery, it's a great companion. But it is also a companion equipped for NOAA weather information and alerts that can be life-saving. You can listen to FEMA and Coast Guard transmissions too. Beyond all of that, you can tune into shortwave signals from around the world. It's compact, easy to take with you, and built to last. The CC Skywave SSB. Click on the link at Techstination.com.